Hey, good morning, Don Erickson. Good morning, Deanne Pate. Michael Gossage, what's going on, brother? Good morning, guys. I'm late. I had some plans this morning. Things got kind of screwed up a little bit, but here I am. Here I am. What's going on with everybody? How's everybody doing this Friday morning? I love you all. If nobody said how proud of you they are, let me be the first to do it this fine Friday morning. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are rock stars in recovery. Amen. Adam, what's going on, brother? Hey, Karen. Elaine Weaver, I love you. Nick, love the shirt. Where did you get it? This shirt is on my own apparel line. Who said that? Catherine, if you're on here, you want to go ahead and throw my apparel line link into the thing. Who said that? I'm gonna go scroll back, find out who that was. Nick, what's going on, brother? Nick, this shirt you can order off my own apparel line. If Catherine is on it, she will post the link in the feed, and you can scroll through it. It's on page 2. This shirt is on page 2 on the apparel line link. Just scroll to the bottom, see page 2, click on it. You'll see the shirt. It's on my own signature series, and so yeah, you can order it, brother. I love this shirt too, because exactly whatever it stands. It's the definition of Drew Hicks today. Spiritual AF. I got to be nice because I think my mom might be watching. So we all know what AF stands for, but you know what? That's exactly who we are today. That's the program that I work in my life each and every day. Good morning, Lori Massengill. Good morning, Melissa Chase. Let me give a few more shout outs. Diane Neves. Do you say that? Did I say that correctly? Good morning. I am running a little late. I usually do my videos at 7 to 7:15 in the morning, but I had plans this morning and I was actually driving, got a phone call, got a very sad phone call, and had to turn around. And so I have time here before I have to get the rest of my day started. So what better way to spend it with each and every one of you beautiful people? And so here I am. Um, do me a favor, guys, while we're waiting for this crowd to file in here. Nikki Sharp, excuse me, good morning. William David, good morning. Frank Fox, good morning. Bob Stevens, good morning. Jennifer Feldman, hey sister, good morning. Face, as I say, Fascia Graves, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Hey Tracy Jones, I love you. Dana Combs Voter, good morning. Casey Hyde, Heather McGee, Melissa Chase, all you beautiful people are in here this morning. I was wondering if I would be able to get anybody on here this morning, but it looks like I got a few of you in here, and so I'm on here. And I will be back on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For all of you who do not know my live video schedule, it is simply Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings between 7 and 7:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. So, yeah, wanted to come on here. Of course, before I come and do any live video, I'd say a prayer to God and ask Him, give me what you need to give me, God. And so, what He gave me was simply the symbol of the word fear. But I want to add my own little spin to it and call it the fear factor. You know, for as many years as we were stuck in our active addiction, let's get honest, guys. We were scared. We were running scared. We were running for something that we didn't want that we didn't want to deal with. Honestly, let's get honest. We did not like to feel. Okay, the feeling of being traumatized and victimized. I can't even say that word this morning. Was something that we all wanted to run away from. Many of us in recovery today have dealt with trauma in some sort of fashion. In somewhere in our history or in our story, we've all dealt with trauma in some way. Majority of us, I would say. And so uh, we all have the capability and the ability, as we have proven through our active addiction, that we will run from anything that we are scared of. And we are scared. We run from things that we just don't want to deal with. That's a fact. How do we take that fear factor when we come into recovery and implement it? Because we hear so many times, you're going to hear so many people in your recovery or throughout your recovery, you got to be able to push through fear. And if you don't, and if you can't do it, you gotta find the ways around the fear, around it, through it, over it, around it. We gotta figure out how to get through it, because what we cannot do is give up. We cannot give up, because what is giving up to each and every one of us? Giving up for Drew simply means death, and that's the way I'm going to say it. That might be a cold shot to some of you, but that's the reality of the situation that I am dealing with, because I have a disease inside me that wants me to die. It does not want me to succeed. It does not want me to elevate my position in life today. It wants me to die. It wants to eliminate me from the picture. And I am a firm believer that the disease of addiction and the devil, they run hand in hand. And see, the devil doesn't like Drew Hicks today because I create awareness. I instill love and hope and inspiration into so many people who are out there in that dark, sick world who are dealing with the devil on a daily basis. He don't like me, okay? And I'm very much aware of that. But you know what? Not today, Satan, because I have a higher power, none other than God, that can crush anything. He has proven to me in the last 4 years that he will not only give me blessing after blessing after blessing. If I keep recovery and if I keep him at the forefront of my life, he will bless me and he will kindly flick the devil to the side. I ain't got time for that, bro. He's got me on his side. I got God on my side. I got this spiritual program on my side. And it's changed my perspective on every aspect of my life. Those spiritual principles. You see, God is a huge contributing factor in me being the man I am today. That is no lie. That is the absolute truth. And God will always get the glory. But here on this earth, on my day-to-day operations, so to speak, I have a spiritual program that I work in my life with spiritual principles that back it, that give me the attitude of gratitude, that instill this love, that instill the encouragement that I'm able to give each and every one of you on a daily basis. But I'm not going to come on here and kind of feed you guys a line of crap and say that I'm not scared sometimes too. There's a lot of things that I have to push through when fear is a huge contributing factor in me getting to where it is that I need to get to. Okay. I understand where I'm at in my life today and where I'm at with my recovery. And my sponsor has told me time and time again, you're going to have to push through fear the rest of your life. See, fear comes at us in all different angles, though, okay? Fear of speaking our truths, fear of getting vulnerable, fear well, there's doubt, and doubt and fear, they got to go hand in hand. My abilities ever making me being a good father, I was scared to death and failing as a father in recovery. You see, when I came into recovery, I believed that you had to be perfect, right? I believe that, okay, now I'm in recovery. I can't make any mistakes. I was scared to death in making any mistakes in recovery. What I didn't realize, and I should have, is that I'm a very human person. I am very human. I make mistakes. I fall short. But that doesn't have to define the person that I'm trying to build myself into. How many mistakes has every successful person made in getting to where it is that they are at in their life today? Thousands of mistakes. And I have to understand that I am not justifying my future mistakes by saying that. I just know that I am human and I will make mistakes. But the mistakes that I make today, I need to learn from them. I need to grow from them. I need to look. I need to take a look at the whole situation, understand where it is, where was my part in all of them in the mistake that I made, and correct it and be willing to stay teachable. I come into recovery, I have to understand and know I will not figure this out. I can't figure it out. You see, you're never going to see anybody in recovery walk around with a graduation certificate like they figured it all out. That's not how this rolls out. Okay, that's not how this plays out. We have to forever remain teachable the rest of our life. Teachable. That cold hard pill called pride, we're gonna have to learn how to swallow it. Okay, and many of us, we came into recovery, we thought we had life figured out, right? We had experienced every negative and hateful and miserable situation that life had to offer us, but we realistically didn't understand that there was a flip side to that coin, that there was another side of that fence. You know how they sometimes say that the grass is greener, the grass isn't greener on the other side, but when it comes to recovery, it absolutely is. Okay, and I hadn't experienced that greener grass in my life. All I had ever experienced in the previous 25 years before becoming into recovery was nothing but evil, toxic, miserable, chaos, and insanity. I had only hoped and wished that there was a life out there worth living. And the strongest thing I ever did was continue my life when I wanted to die. There's been so many times, in my active addiction that I wanted to die. I don't necessarily say that, I contemplated suicide on numerous occasions. That's true, and I'm not sure if I necessarily wanted to die. I just know that I didn't want to live. Okay. I had something inside me that wasn't willing to let me go. I had this disease and this obsession inside me that just didn't want to let me go. The only way it was going to ever let me go was when they were putting me in the ground, and I had forecasted my death on numerous occasions, and I bought into that trap, that lie that I couldn't get a meaningful life, that I could never elevate my position in life. I bought into it. I am one of you. Through the core, I am an addict. Today, I am a grateful addict in recovery, but I am an addict through and through, and I have to deal with fear on a daily basis. At some time today, there's going to be something that I'm going to have to push through that I don't want to. That I might fall into my old thinking that, hey man, let's just not deal with it. Let's procrastinate a little bit. Let's kind of put that on the back burner because it's something that I just don't want to do. I have to continuously push myself and strive myself towards fear today, because in living in fear, I am a very vulnerable man, and the only way that Drew can grow in his life today is to keep myself vulnerable. If I keep myself stuck in my comfort zone, I will forever know what I'm going to get. Vulnerability has taught me that, good or bad, I'm going to learn something from this situation, right? We're going to learn something. And that's what recovery is for Drew today. It's a learning process. Good morning, Pastor Pat. I love you, brother. Good to see you on here. It's a learning process for me. I continuously push myself in a spiritual growth, my growth with God, my growth in the fellowship when it comes to recovery, my ability in reaching the sick and suffering who are struggling in this world today. I continuously push myself in just about every aspect of my life, as a father, as a son, as a sibling. There's so many areas in our life that we just don't want to deal with, because that fear is such a huge contributing factor, and we don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. We're human. Okay. Understand that recovery is not perfection. It's progress, not perfection. And you know what? We're not going to be perfect. We're not going to be perfect. You're going to make a mistake a time or two, or 50 or 100. You're going to make mistakes. But every mistake that you make in recovery today, I challenge each and every one of you to look at it. Take a few steps back. Look at, where was your part in that mistake? Where could you have done something different? Learn from it, grow from it. We are not trying to make these mistakes over and over and over and over and over again anymore. That's not the people we are. Max Nace, I love you, brother. Good morning. Good morning. Here's a question for each and every one of you guys. Is it more the fact that you fear success, or is it more the fact that you feel the failure? A lot of people say, they're scared of failing, right? We've all said that. It's the fear of failure. For me, a lot of the times, the fear that I deal with is a fear of success. Because success was not a part of my life in active addiction. Success was not a part of my life in early recovery. I had dealt with a lot of not successful situations, and I didn't necessarily know how to deal with success. Being who I am, and how I've elevated my life today, I have dealt with success a lot in the last 4 years, and I've grown and learned how to deal with it in a better way. It's all about growth. You hear me talk about growth all the time. A lot of us are scared to succeed because all we have ever done and ever known in our life is a failure. Richard Berg, you're absolutely right. Self-centered fear is at the core of our disease. That's my boy, Richie Berg. That's right there. I'm going to pin that, Richie. That is absolutely true. Right there. I just put it on the thing. That is absolutely true to a T. Self-centered fear is at the core of our disease. How true is that? you know, with each passing day, with each passing hour, and there's been times in my early recovery where I was just grateful that I was getting another hour. They say that we live our recovery 24 hours at a time. And in my early recovery, it was simply 10, 15 minutes at a time, and where each and every one of you guys are at on your journey, whether that be one day, whether that be 5 years, wherever you're at on your journey, it's simply going to be, your perspective changes. Okay, this perspective that I had my first week in recovery, well, obviously, is not the perspective that I have today. We learn and we adapt. and we grow in the process of recovery. Evelyn Sharp, I love you. Hey, Holly Bauer, good to see you on here this morning. But you know what? I think fear is prevalent in so many of our lives, and I could go on and do numerous videos talking about fear. It's a huge part of our lives, in a lot of areas, not just in making recovery work for our lives, but being, like I said earlier, being a parent, or holding down a job, or being this upstanding citizen in our communities today. We live as examples to people who are still sick and suffering in the world today, that you can have this life, right? And that was a lot of pressure for me coming into early recovery. I was told that you're now an example to anybody who's out there in the world who's sick and suffering, that this life is possible, that you can obtain it. I didn't like that pressure. I didn't like that. I didn't want to be that example. But what I've learned through the spiritual program that I work in the higher power, whom I choose to call God, is that I am. And each and every one of you are as well. Whether we want to acknowledge that or not, you are a living, breathing, walking miracle and example that recovery can and will work for your life. You guys are. You guys are, and you know what? Coming into recovery, we're told that we gotta own the wreckage of our past, right? We gotta own up to all that garbage, all that wreckage. We gotta, what do they say? Clean our side of the street, sweep it up, clean our, because that the only recovery that we're responsible for is ours, right? I can't worry about your inventory. I can't concentrate on what you got going on over there. I have to focus on Drew. So many things that I had to do internally to get myself in the position that I am in today. You know, getting to the core of why it is that I turned to drugs in the first place, dealing with the trauma, dealing with all the negativity, and dealing with the fact that, I was a lousy father, dealing, and a lot of that guilt, shame, remorse that had soaked inside me. It was a process in getting through that, right? It's how we process it and how we react to situations today that sets us apart from the rest. We don't react the way that we used to. We don't engage in negativity and criticism the way that we used to. We kind of hold ourselves at a higher standard. Does that make you better than anybody? Absolutely not. But we need to be held at higher standards today. We need the people who are out in that world today that are sick and suffering, that are just broken and beat down. They need to look over at you and say, I want what he or she has. Whatever they got going on in their life, I want that for me. We have to make it look attractive. That's what we need to be doing. And it starts by dealing with what it is that each and every one of us have to deal on our own, right? We have to get ourselves in a position of being able to reach our hand back and help the next still sick and suffering. In early recovery, we're concentrating and we're focusing on us. Okay. And before we're able to even reach that hand back to help the next, concentrate on you. Get yourself to where it is that you need to get yourself to. Focus on you. They say be selfish with your recovery, not selfish with your life. And you absolutely have to be. Acceptance is can be a real hard pill to swallow, to accept the fact that we did this. Okay, we were these people. Okay, we're not those people today, but accept the fact that we did do that. Okay, we got to own it. Ownership and acceptance prevalent in recovery. Acceptance is hard to, it's a hard pill to swallow, but you're going to have to learn. My sponsor said there's going to be so many things in your recovery that you are not going to get an understanding of, Drew, because I used to rack my brain into wanting to find out and get the understanding of everything that I was dealing with in my life. Why was my biggest word in early recovery? Why? My sponsor told me, he's like, sit down for a second, brother. Sit down. Let me talk to you for a second. There's going to be so many things in your life, Drew, that you're not going to get an understanding of. But one thing that you will always have to do is accept it. You're going to have to accept it. You can choose not to, but that by not accepting what it is you have going on in your life is going to keep you sick. It will, and it will consume you. And I probably can guarantee some severe resentments will be coming around your way soon. And they say the number one killer in recovery is resentment. It'll take you back out faster than anything. My goal is to keep you guys on the path that you are on today And no matter what it is that you're dealing with, that you're having a problem or struggling with today, that you can make this work, that you can reach down, pick your phone up, call somebody, get it out, speak your truth, voice what you have going on, because this outlet, this mouth, you know how we are always so quiet in active addiction and we stayed so miserable and so sick. We come into recovery, we start utilizing this thing called a mouth, our voice, our story. It's powerful. It will set you free. It's the outlet to getting all that crap out of us. This right here, this voice, we need to utilize it. Talk to some people, reach out, get it out. Don't let that stuff just settle deep down like I used to. I used to just bury it, and bury it, and bury it. And eventually I ran out of room to bury things and I just exploded. Jennifer Shirley, good evening, or good evening. Good morning. Good morning. But I want you guys to all know that, you're not the only one in the world that's dealing with fear. Okay? I deal with fear. I have an amazing man that's watching me. I think he's on here. Pastor Pat. He deals with fear. I could put his stuff out there. He don't have no problem with that. We've talked on numerous occasions, the fear that we deal with in our life each and every day, and by telling him and by talking with that amazing man and my sponsor and a couple other choice people that I've that I've designated as my accountability partner, so to speak, I'm able to push through it because on my own and my addict mind, I will probably run from fear. I need the fellowship of recovery. I need each and every one of you to help me along my way because I, as an addict in my brain, will run from it. On my own, I'm going to fall over when the wind blows. But together, I'm like Fort Knox, guys. I'm like Fort Knox, and so are you. Each and every one of you, there's a lot of doubt in our abilities in ever making recovery work. For me, doubt was a huge, huge thing that I dealt with, and I think doubt and fear, they go hand in hand. I mean, let's get honest. Uh, but I'm never gonna know unless I try, right? I've told myself time and time again, with the help of Pastor Pat and Victor, you'll never know unless you try. I had called myself a failure for as many years as I was in my active addiction, and lo and behold, I was wrong because in order to fail, you have to have had tried. I never tried. I ran from it. I didn't want no part of it, and that was the disease. That was the disease. The disease didn't want me to ever even try to make recovery work for my life because I think deep down inside, we have this thing called the human spirit that God has given each and every one of us this uncanny ability to fight for our life. He does. It's in there. We get jaded, we get clouded when we implement drugs and alcohol in our life and the disease of addiction kicks in. But the human spirit, that's where we fight. And God has placed that in each and every one of you. So to say that you can't do this or that you don't have that fight in you, I call BS. I call BS. I call it. Wayne Stone, what's going on, brother? Yes, I am now currently, as we speak, live on my YouTube. For all of you who don't know, I am now starting going live on my YouTube. I'm live right now on YouTube. Please tell your friends to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to build that platform up. A couple days a week, I've decided that I'm going to just strictly go live from YouTube and not my other platforms, just so that I can build that platform up. So let your friends know. Please go let them know to subscribe. And also, before I get off here this morning, I mentioned it yesterday. I made a post yesterday. I am making a video for any and all the amazing drug Narcan is. If Narcan has saved your life, I need you to send Catherine Lance. She's right there in the feed right now. Send Catherine Lance a short video clip of you saying your name, where you're from, and that Narcan saved your life. I'm going to put all these video clips together and I'm going to make a big video and I'm going to pump it out on my big public figure page. And I want the world to know, that given this second chance because of Narcan, that you guys have changed your lives around. I'm not coming on here saying Narcan's a cure. It's not a cure. But what it does do is it gives an addict a second chance to maybe figure it out. And sometimes some people have been Narcan 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I know a guy who's been Narcan 12 times. But you know what happened on the 12th time? He figured it out. He figured it out. It's not a cure. It just gives us another chance to just maybe this time is going to be the time. So do me a favor, if Narcan has saved your life, send Catherine that short video clip in her messenger, and then we're going to put this video together, and we're going to pump it out for the whole world to see. And then we're going to be like, look at what we're doing with our lives today, guys. Look at what we're doing with our lives today. I love each and every one of you guys. Just wanted to jump on here, touch base with you, let you guys know that I love you. I love you. I love you. Richie Berg, brother, I'm glad you got on here this morning. If you guys don't know who Richie Berg is, go check out Richie Berg's page. Special man. I love him to death. Richie Berg, I love you, brother. I'll talk to you soon. I love each and every one of you guys. Let me give a few shout outs, and I will get out of here. Cassie, love you, Cassie. I will see you soon, Cassie, in March. Coming down there to speak at Cassie's event. Catherine Lance, I love you. Crystal Star Anderson, thank you for being here. If it saved your life, I need you guys to make that short little video clip and send it to Catherine. I need those video clips. I'm trying to make this video, guys, but we have limited time to get this video put together. So please, if it saved your life, let us know. Be proud of it. Be proud of it, because here you are today making recovery work for your life. And that's the amazing thing. And that's an amazing thing. I love each and every one of you guys. I pray you all have Melissa Chase, I hope you have a great day. Nikki Sharp, I hope you have an amazing day. Yes, send them all to Catherine's messenger. Please do not send them to my messenger, guys. Please send those to Catherine. I get thousands of messages a week already. I don't want your video clip to get mixed in the shuffle of people who are reaching out for help. Send those video clips to Catherine. Carrie Dunkel, how do you say your last name, Carrie? Muchow? I just screwed your name all up. I love you, sister. I apologize. Thank you for being here, Carrie. Rita Murillo, thank you for being here, Rita. Rita's watching me on YouTube. Nikki Sharp's watching me on YouTube. Who else is watching me on YouTube? Guys, go check out my YouTube channel, guys, and please go subscribe and tell all your friends and family to subscribe. Trying to build that platform up. Where is that comment that I just seen from you, Catherine? For all of you who don't know, I think all of you should know by now who Catherine is. She is the beautiful woman who manages all my pages. She takes care of all the stuff that Drew goes crazy about. Without Catherine, Drew would be literally insane. I think you all know who she is. She's an absolute rock star in recovery herself. And yeah, she's out there being an example to any woman who's sick and suffering today, who needs to make recovery work for her life. So yeah, send those all to Catherine. And Tori, are you on here, Tori? I love you, Tori. Tori's another one of my admins in my Clean and Sober That's What's Up group. Love her to death. Joseph, my little brother, I think he was on here for a second. I love you, little brother. Wayne Stone, brother, you know I love you. Thank you for being on here today. I'll be in touch with you later today, Wayne, about that video we made. Silas, thank you for being here this morning, brother. I love you. You guys, tell all your friends. If you haven't liked my public figure page, please go like and follow my public figure page, or my Clean and Sober page, and my Clean and Sober That's What's Up group. I got a lot of platforms, guys. So, and my YouTube channel. Go subscribe, guys. Go subscribe. Go subscribe. I didn't think how hard it's hard to build a YouTube channel. It truly is. But I stay consistent and I stay pushing through fear, because the scared Drew wants to say screw it, give up, and not do it. But I got to keep staying consistent. That's the man I want to be today. That's the man I want to be today. Let's see here. Lisa Ellerman, thank you for being here, Lisa. Alicia Renee Owens Davis, thank you for being here. Jessica Taylor, thank you for being here as well. So ready to please, Jessica, if you get frustrated, please reach out to Catherine or Tori. Rita, thank you for being here as well. You guys are all amazing. You guys are amazing as well. I hope you guys have a great day. Have an amazing day. Go out there and love on some people. Be the example. Set the standard, because that's the people you are. That's the people you are. Whether you want to believe it or not, it truly is. I love each and every one of you guys. Please do me a favor and let's get this video out. Share this video out to all your groups, family members, friends. Somebody who's out there struggling in the world today needs to hear this video, needs to know they are not alone, that we do no longer do we suffer in silence. We have a big family over here on this platform who just want to love people, who want to encourage people, who want to push people in the right direction. I love you all so very much. I will see you all tonight. With all that being said, and I know that was a lot, I love you. You already know. Clean and sober. That's what's up.